Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tomb Raider. We're taking on this level here today, which is the Sanctuary of the Scion, or Scion. I'm never 100% sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. But, a fair heads up for you. This level is kind of notorious for me in being really difficult. I don't think the level taken at face value is as difficult as I feel it is. I just really struggle with it every time I play it. Maybe it's a psychological thing. Maybe it's just me. But I always have a hard time with this level. The first thing to note is the couple of magnum clips in each corner. There's also this, which we've got a gate, large med pack and magnum clips there, and a socket to its right. So we've got to remember that. But also on the other side, we've got another gate with the scarab, which is what we will use in that socket over there. But we can't get that from anywhere near here. So we've got a long distance to cover. Now, first things first. As soon as we go up here, we're going to have another one of our Atlantean friends join us. And we are probably going to be predominantly using the magnums. They just pack a lot more of a punch than everything else. And these guys really do take a beating. And we kind of need that extra firepower. There will be a good couple of times where I also use the shotgun. The only times I'll really use the standard pistols going forward now is going to be when we have like a really safe place to shoot from, which will start becoming few and far between. So having taken the two of those out, and that room is going to get increasingly dangerous later, we need to slip around the back of this and up into kind of the main bulk of this area, which is here. And what we're on the back of here is actually another Sphinx. So the first place to go is going to be to slide down here, whole way down, and the whole way down the next one. And we'll get our guns ready again because we're going to have another Atlantean come flying around this corner any second. There we go. And it's okay. It should give us... There we go. I forgot that he shot him. I was going to say it should be enough gap that we can get him before he gets to us. But I forgot that they alternate now between shooting and attacking. So with that done, we're going to get a nice big zoom out of this Sphinx as we go to collect these magnum bullets. Nice big cinematic shot. This door here is going to be important. That is where we're going to go at a point later on. But we've got somewhere much more important to go first, which is up this cliff. Now, a lot of these jumps aren't difficult. Like, not at all. But at a particular point, if you mess up your jump, you will die because the height you're at it just kills you straight up. So this is one of those levels where one slip up will kill you, and I think that's why I struggle with this, because I quite occasionally make stupid simple mistakes when I'm not concentrated. But we're going to try not to do that this time around. We're going to take this slow. So, having got to this point, we need to grab this crack and shimmy the whole way to the right. Now, I'm taking the long way here. There is a slightly shortcut version to get to where I'm going, but it's not obvious that you would see it unless you know it's there. So I'm going to show this route, which I would consider the long way around, and then when we hit a point where we will see where we could have taken, I will point that out. So, having gotten to here, it's pretty much the whole way across this is going to be pretty much standing jumps. just got to watch out for this slope. So this one is a running jump. Well, at least I tend to take it as one. Also, I kind of wanted to come this way because there is these magnum clips. Not that it's a huge big deal if you don't get them, but I like to get them anyway. Now, this one always looked like a slope to me, so I used to try to take a running jump over that. It's not. You are perfectly capable of standing on that. And then from here, it's just another couple jumps, and we are all good. Now, the way that we can also get up is, if we look straight down here, we've got these couple of paths here. So back on that, I'm going to say second ledge or so, we could have turned around behind us and seen that we can climb back up this way, and it would just leave us there, kind of at the top. We didn't have to take that crack or anything like that. Anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to hit this switch, which will open a door in the very far corner, and we're going to pull out a shotgun because we have got a flying Atlantean to deal with now, and he is very, very good at knocking you off of this. So shotgun is definitely the way to go with those, particularly if you're up on a ledge like this. I think he's the only one that gives me a lot of issues. I quite frequently get pushed off the edge by him. Next up, we're going to take a jump around this corner to those shotgun shells, which again is a very easy jump to screw up. And if you're playing on PlayStation, the save crystals in this level are very few and far between. So we're going to take a run and jump across this, and we are going to need to grab because it's the extent of how far we can get. And we're only just coming over here for these shotgun shells. Getting tongue-tied tonight. Now, we're going to drop here, but we are going to need to come back this way a little later. So, what we're going to do is take a jump here, and then we're going to safety drop this side. And that will be okay, so that we don't die. It's kind of hard to say what the safest way to drop down from here is. We're going to take damage either way, to be perfectly honest. Actually, we could... I haven't done this before, but we could try going this way. And this might drop us down a little bit safer. Saferer. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I know. I was going to say I don't know where I am anymore. But this is actually right on top of where we would get to if we were taking that slightly shortcut route. So we would just climb up on that, turn around, standing jump to here, and then climb our way back up to where the switch is up there. And this is actually, in hindsight, probably a much, much safer way to do this. We still take a bit of damage, but it's nowhere near as much as dropping from the top there, which is a much, much higher platform. So now, with that door open, that's exactly where we're going to go. And there's not a whole lot to really be wary of in this next... oh, no, go back. In this next section. It can kind of feel a little roundabout, but that's fine. So what we're going to have to do here is... So, a lot of people would think you just slide down into the water, but that's not quite correct. We actually need to slide down backwards and grab because we need to be here. And this walkway is too high for you to be able to climb up out of the water to. So you kind of have to go that way. And I kind of get the impression the way that they intend for you to figure that out is to slide down into the water and then see the crack and the platform and then climb back up and go around and do it again. But obviously if you know what way you're supposed to do it, then it speeds things up a lot. Now, again, you're kind of at a position here where you see a slope down, well, steps down into the water, but also steps up. And a lot of people would probably go up first. What we actually need to do is go down first into the water. And the reason behind it is at the top of that bridge, I don't know if you can just see it in the corner of the screen there. There's a keyhole, and there's a door there. That keyhole opens the door. The key is under there. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's kind of faint in the middle of that pool, but we're going to grab it anyway. So you'll see it now in a second. And this is the only thing that is in... Whoa. It's the only thing that is in this... Come on, Lara. Grab it. The only thing that's in this pool. And once you grab it, we just climb back out. And then having gotten that, we can go up and run and jump over to that bridge. Okay, so we're going to take a slide down, and at the very last second, we're going to jump and grab. Oh, just missed. It's a tricky jump to get. You have to almost be at the very, very edge of that slope. But it's okay. We'll get it. Hopefully this time round, to be fair. Alright, let's go again. There we go. I left it as late as I possibly could, and once you actually got the jump off, I just knew it was good enough. Once you get a feel for the jumps. So, with that open, we've got I think, I'm going to call them horsemen. They're kind of centaurs. We fought two of them in... God, what was the name of that level? So he is... Yeah, he's going to also shoot shit at us when he gets the chance to. But as long as we're patient here, we should be perfectly fine. There we go. And he also blows up now. We fought two of them at the end of... At the end of the last place that we got a piece of the Scion. Anyway, having killed him, we get to collect an Ankh, which is what they're called. We have two of them to get. That is the first. So from here, all we have to do is head back the way we came. These steps are always really awkward to kind of get up. Okay, and with that, no. Oh wait, no, yeah, this is the right way. I got a little turned around there for a sec, but yeah, this is the right way. I was going to try to see if I could jump into the platform, or into the path, but I don't think I'd be able to. Didn't make it anyway. Didn't hit jump in time. Okay. So, with that taken care of, we have this to navigate. These high-standing pillars, I guess you could call them. I don't know why, but I got the feeling there was supposed to be an enemy that spawns when I came back out of there, but however. So this slope means that it'll just push me the whole way back down anytime I land on it, so it's not a hugely... Well, once you get a little to the top here, it's very easy to die, because a single drop will kill you, but getting to this point isn't particularly bad, just because if you fall, you'll just slide down. And then from here... turn around and we can grab... This kind of looks like it was a bridge at one point, but I don't know. Right, so we've got another one of these little traps. I'm going to quickly hit a save here because I've been known to screw this section up a lot. There we go. And then we can take a couple of steps back for this small medipack. Now, whoa. Oh no, it's not this one. There's a jump just here that's kind of easily missed, and it will kill you, like straight up kill you. Okay, so before I hit this switch is going to spawn one of those flying Atlanteans again. The way I tend to deal with this is I hit the switch, take a standing jump to that platform with the large medipack, grab the large medipack while we're there, and then there's a couple of slopes we can drop onto to get back down to the ground floor really quick, and I fight the flyer there. I do not fight him up here. It is just too dangerous. And you'll see him in the distance here, starting to come into view. So we do need to be relatively quick, because he covers quite a lot of distance quite fast. So from here, we need to drop, grab, drop. And here it's important you grab, because it can send you past the... it can send you past that slope, and that drop will also kill you. Now, where is he? Where the hell did he go? There we go. There we go. So, much easier to do it from the ground when you don't have to worry about falling off the sides of things. Now, that switch we hit up there has opened a door that we haven't actually seen yet. But where it is taking the path that I had pointed out earlier that we would come back to. So, this time I'm going to demonstrate the quicker route up to here. So instead of going straight, we take a standing jump to here. And it was there that we found the magnum clips earlier, and we could actually just follow this around, to be fair. And I think I'll do that. Just take this path, and we'll take the jump from here. And then we can follow this around, and... oh, shit. See? Simple mistakes like that. I'm notorious for just forgetting about those little drops. So let's get back up there. We were almost at the door as well. Okay, I'm not going to bother with the roll. We can just stand where we are and jump. And from here, we're just going to follow this the whole way around. That's actually probably... oh no, I can make that. That'll be good. That'll be good. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take this slowly, so that I don't screw it up this time. So the door that opened is up there. You can just about see the gold door open. So from here we go up and up. And there is another drop there that is easy to miss. I don't know if this level does it intentionally. I imagine it probably does, but those kind of drops are so camouflaged into the rest of the ground that it's quite difficult to see them before you've already walked into them. Okay, so we're going to take a stand and jump to here. And for some strange reason, I don't really know why, you can't grab that. I feel like you should be able to. But it won't actually let you get up to that ledge unless you go this way. Now, so this is where the door is. And before I go in here, I'm going to hit a quick save, because there's one thing I need to grab first. And for me, I like to get it now. It does involve a bit of backtracking, but I like to have them so that I don't struggle with it. Like, I can use what I'm about to get later on. Because it is the first and only secret of this level. So we're going to grab the pistols out because this is one of those examples of where we have a safe place to kill an enemy from. There we go. And then we can just grab this large medipack and we can drop down. Now, where we need to go is also somewhere we're going to go a little bit later. So we are going to have to go back up here in a little bit, but we need to take a standing or running jump from here and grab. You kind of have to aim for that corner because it's a little bit dropped down. It's very, very difficult to hit the higher side, if even possible. So up here, we've got an ank socket here, and there's also one on the other side. That's where the anks are going to go. But we're not going to do that just yet because we still have a second one to get. Now, what I'm looking for... Do you see that item just floating in the air just in front of us there? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And the reason it's floating in the air there is because there is a invisible platform. So again, just before I take this jump, because it can be quite difficult to make this jump, I'm going to hit that save. There is usually a save crystal at the top here as well, so now might be a good time to use it if you're playing on the PlayStation. We're just going to take a running jump at this item. And if we do this right, we will land on the platform. Boom. Now, what are these, you might ask? Well, these, my friends, are the Uzis. We have a lot of ammo for them, but we're also about to get jumped. So, what I'd like to do is get off this invisible platform. Okay. And I'm going to drop to here and down. And then kind of at a point here where we're not too much in danger. They are very fun to use because they shoot very fast. And there you go. So those two flyers, it's pretty easy for them to really do you damage up there just because of the fact that you're very exposed and it's only a one square platform. So you kind of need to be careful with them. I don't like to fight them up there myself. The same as, you know, when I'm up at a switch. It's so easy for them to just knock you off the edge and you will definitely die and you'll have to try to do that jump all over again. Which just is annoying, to be honest. So once we've got those, we can hop up here and back around to the door, and this time we're finally going to follow it. And up we go. Oh, no, Lara, up. That's weird. Why don't you climb up? There we go. Oh, it's probably because the roof is so low there. I didn't even realize that. Never had that happen to me before. Right, so in here, you'll see one side is dark and one side is light. The reason that this side is light is because it has a higher roof, which is important. Because what we need to do is go into this right side and push this block forward. And that will allow us to get up on top. So we just hop up here. And again, we're going to have to deal with another one of these horsemen. Which is why I like to get... Okay, that's a hefty amount of damage. Is why I like to get these Uzis. Because it allows us to take this dude out a little bit more efficiently. I did, like... It's really hard not to take a ton of damage from those guys, to be perfectly honest. And with that done, we get our second Ankh. I do sometimes feel like fighting them with a shotgun might be a better option, but trying to get that close to them is also really, really dangerous. So, okay, so with that second Ankh in our possession, we're going to go back up to the head of this Sphinx. And you can probably grab the Uzis now, because we're going up that way anyway, but I like to have the Uzis for fighting that horseman. I just find that it makes him a little bit easier. Okay, so let's use these. So there's one. And here is two. And that'll open up our door. Now, do not make the mistake that I have made in the past, and do not try to slide down the side of the head, or drop down the front of the head. Both of those will kill you outright. You do have to take the long way back, which I suppose isn't all that long. We just drop back down and take the same route that we took when we first came into this area. Just slide down the side. And from here, we just go around and through that door. And this is kind of where this level gets, I would say, kind of interesting. I'm going to pop a quick save before I go down here. So, we're going to drop quite far here. And it looks like there's just, you know, a bit of water at the bottom. But you would be very, very wrong if that's what you assumed. When we drop down here, we are in a gigantic room. This is honestly, in my opinion, one of the biggest rooms in the game. And I just love this room just for the aesthetics of how deep this chasm is and the giant statues. I just think it's fantastic. So, there's a couple of items to grab real quick. These Uzi clips. And then these shotgun shells. You can pick these up a little later. I just find them easier to grab now. I don't know if it will show, but there is... I don't know. I think my game just might be slightly bugged, but there is usually a large medipack on the top of the right statue. When you get far enough away, it usually kind of pops into sight the way things do sometimes. I don't know if it'll show this time. I have tried so many times to get it, and it just never seems to be there. It is supposed to be there. But anyway, where we actually have to go is all the way down to the bottom, to the feet of this right-hand statue. And here, we will have a switch. A little pull switch on a door. And this pull switch is going to open the door, but also pull us through. And I don't get to control at all. The current does everything for you. So we're going to pop up here, and we've got a little bit of climbing to do. And that room that we were just in is going to be very changed when we get back to it. So from here, we just need to make a couple of diagonal jumps. And this one is a fairly long one. It is very, very easy to slip up with this one. There we go. Kind of have to go corner to corner to get the best chance of actually catching the ledge. So at the bottom of this slope, we're going to have another flying Atlantean to deal with. I like to try to take him out with the shotgun just because he tends to be close enough and you can kind of catch him as he passes by this opening before going down and committing. But they're very erratic in where they fly, so sometimes he won't be, sometimes he'll end up under the ledge, and it can be a bit of a annoyance. But as he flies by, just pop the shots away. It'll probably take him... Actually, to be honest, we can go out. He's only got one shot left before he's out. So he'll come straight back now. One more shotgun shell should do it. So with that done, this is back into the room that we were just in, but now all the water level has dropped. So this level, or this room, has become a little bit more dangerous. So that's kind of why I get those items first, because trying to get down to them from here can be a bit challenging. Because one of them is in the middle of that statue over there, and some people would kind of try to jump for them, which I don't particularly like to do. So from here, you can drop into the water and you can just climb up there, but I find it a lot easier to just take the jump here. Take a little bit of damage, but you're right where you need to be, which is at this switch, which is going to open up a door at the bottom of the other statue. Now that doesn't make the water level change at all, it stays the same. But that is where we need to go. This passage is nowhere near as long. It's just here. Actually, I feel like there may be an item in this room. Oh no, okay. There's not. My bad. So, this is an exceptionally long passage. That kind of... We end up going around in a square like 4 or 5 times. I've never actually stopped to count it, but it is a very long passage. There are a couple of magnum clips the whole way up, which are absolutely worth grabbing. But this corridor just goes and goes for days. So we got another magnum clip here, which means we're almost there. This is about 3/4 of the way. And here we are. So you might recognize here, this is the gate and the scarab that I pointed out at the very start of the level. And we're about to have a pretty tough time of it. I have died a lot at this part because as soon as we walk out into here, we're going to have two Atlanteans as well as a horseman. And I really want my magnums for this. Okay, there's one down. I don't know if I got 2 of them. I kind of couldn't see for a minute there, so I don't know if the second one is still up. The horseman out there definitely is. I can hear him clip-clopping around. There he is. Okay, we need to hit another medkit because he is thumping us. And we took a bit of damage from that explosion as well. I am honestly genuinely amazed that we did that first try. I have died so many times with that. So with that, we can pop our scarab into here. We'll open up this gate. We can grab our large medipack and magnum clips. It's almost like they go, yeah, that was pretty tough. Here, have a full heal and some magnum ammo back, because you've probably used quite a lot of it. And be right, I did. So this might seem like a dead end, and you get a little look into this next room. But there is actually a little gap here. Now, we're about to be reintroduced to an old friend. We're gonna... Actually, yeah. No, I will use a small medipack, just because he does hit kind of harder than the last time.
I still got a pain in my brain from you. And it's telling me funny ideas now, like to shoot you to hell.
Why? Oh, there we go. So, we've actually killed... Well, I think we've actually killed Larson this time. So, that's both Larson and Pierre down and out. So, with all that done... And I have no idea how he got to here before us. Considering all the work we had to do to get here. I'm amazed at how he got here before us. So here is the last piece of the Scion. And the end of the level. Really. So as soon as we grab this, I think the level ends. I just want to take... I don't think there's anything down here. No. I just wanted to double check that there wasn't before I end the level. And there's definitely nothing down the corners there. So, with that done, we can grab that and end the level. So there you go, guys. Sanctuary of the Scion. 15 kills, 28 pickups, 1 out of 1 secret. I think it's one of the only levels that only has 1 secret. But now you know where it is. So there you go, 34-34. If anybody wanted those dubs, there you go. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. The next level is where things really, really ramp up in difficulty and things kind of take a change. It's Natla's Mines is the next level, which... For anyone who's played this game before, they know exactly what that means. But if it's your first time, it won't mean anything. And you will see in the next part what that means. There's a nice little cutscene about the play now. And that will kind of give you an introduction into what happens next in the plot. So enjoy, guys. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care.
You just pulled the tough end of a wishbone. Howdy.
Afternoon.
Left Larson sucking wind then, eh?
If that is the phrase.
Well, your little vacation riot's over now. Time to give back what you've hijacked off me.
Let's try the lunchbox.
Well, kill her!
Hey!
You morons! Let's go.
What the heck was that?
What?
That-a-way.
Probably just a fish.
That'd be some fish, kid.
Man, you have got to learn to chill. I'm going back inside. You coming?
Steady.
Here she goes.
We ready yet?